As these gradients progress and you find yourself having more pressure naturally building against the outside ski and the body's needing to make more angles on the skis to grip, this is where dynamics will come into play. And this is a time where you start to feel that there's a natural need to try to resist and play with the forces in the turn. So now you've got a feel for that really strong edge grip bite as you're going through the turn and that support. You're going to feel the sensation to need to angulate. Now what happens a lot of the time, we find people have that sensation, but they move the whole body inside the turn. And to get the best sensation and good edge grip, you need to have upper and lower body separation. So it's the hip that moves across the skis. We see a lot of the time also in this that people have a strength and a weakness between left and right turns. So this is the time now where you start to break it down and look at just how effective your angulation is from the hip. There are a couple of things that can really help with angulation. As we said before, people sometimes fear the idea of moving their hip inside the turn. It's the center of your mass. So wherever you do move it, it's going to create a reaction. A lot of people can go for a lot of their skiing life always banking, certainly on one turn. Exercises like putting your hand on your hip and actually trying to push your hip over your skis like so can really help break, so to speak, the cement, the concrete around the hip that a lot of people might have. Another good exercise is trying to connect your hip and rib. Sometimes just by thinking about your physiology and making your hip connect with your rib cage, that can help create angulation, but it can also help you discover what is your weaker turn, the turn that you bank on. Again, the hand on the hip, on the left side, use the hand, pushing the hip over. Right side, use the hand, pushing the hip over. Left side, pushing the hip over. Right side, pushing the hip over. Left side, pushing the hip over. So, hip and rib, just on this side, use that hip and rib, create the angulation. Same on this side, nice and early, hip and rib now connecting on this side, hip and rib now connecting on this side.